Welcome back to another video. Day 14, y'all. It's almost halfway through the 31-day affirmative music challenge. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and drop down some songs that you like to listen to, either to uplift your spirits or put you in a safely reflective mood. Don't mind the lighting. I am enjoying the snow day that we're having, so just be here with me. And yes, so today we are going to look at Breakout by Swing Out Sister. And I actually wanted to read some of, there was an interview from 2022 by Henry Yates, and some of the members of the group were interviewed, and I wanted to read some of what Corinne Drury, the on vocals and co-writer, said about the making of the song. So at the time, Corinne was recovering from an injury, and the lyrics, they described that the breakout lyrics are positive and defiant. I was trying to write myself out of the situation, create the world I wanted to be in. I'd been a fashion designer, but had gotten into debt running my own business and ended up working for a high street fashion company. I'd fallen into the trap of doing a job I didn't intend to. Once you've had a near-death experience, you think about what you want from life. I'd always wanted to be a singer. Breakout is about following your instincts, even if it's pie in the sky. The record label hated Breakout. Acid House was coming and everything had lots of attitude. It wasn't cool to be upbeat, but people could tell the song was sincere. Lots of people have told us it was their coming out anthem. Yeah, I really like this song. It's just a joyous song. It's like, you feel like you're thrown back into another era in like New York City, just feeling an endlessness about life and about potential. And sometimes, we need those moments of like healthy imagination about who and where and what we could be. And I love the contrast of recovering from an injury, right? Also having to work in a field that wasn't, what they wanted, and still being able to create and imagine and have hopes for another type of reality. I'm going to read the lyrics. And break out when explanations make no sense, when every answer's wrong, you're fighting with lost confidence, all expectations gone. And this is like, that this is the moment where, when you're like moving so fast and everything seems to be working out, all the plans make sense and things are adding up. And then you realize you're in a ball of confusion. Like, wait, what am I actually doing? And it sucks, right? Because you have to keep going and doing what you're doing. But that affirmation or that assurance is lessened. The time has come to make or break, move on, don't hesitate, and break out. That makes me think of, I was speaking with an elder, and something that she was saying that I really appreciated was like moments where you feel like you're failing or you feel like you've trapped yourself into something are pivotal moments. They're critical moments to pivot. So it's looking at it, reframing it to look less of like despair and more of like opportunity to do something else, more of just like a marker of where you are and where you want to be. Don't stop to ask. Now you've found a break to make at last. You've got to find a way. Say what you want to say. Break out. I mean, don't stop to ask because every answer's wrong. So, it's putting things in action. It's doing something maybe that you always wanted to do. It's seizing that opportunity and using what you've had built up thus far to do just that. And that takes a lot of courage, right? That takes a lot of unlearning. That takes a lot of willingness to fail. But my therapist and those around me so often remind me that presumably there's so much life to live. So that's okay. When situations never change, tomorrow looks unsure. Don't leave your destiny to chance. What are you waiting for? The time has come to make your break out. I'm still trying to define free will and fate, but I'm just hearing a lot of hopefulness that the same things keep happening, the same situation, the same result, the same pain, the same frustration, the same anger, the same types of people, the same types of places. And even that's interesting, the paradox that even when situations never change, tomorrow looks unsure. So there still isn't a feeling of stability, even in the constant of sadness or disappointment. There's still not peace, right? And don't leave your destiny to chance. How can we take action? How can we be an active participant in our life? Maybe not in the end. Maybe some things just happen. Maybe things are purposeful. And also, how can we be so present in our life? How can we feel like we are caring for ourselves and making decisions and choices? And maybe that feeling can be a goal, as opposed to feeling maybe more passive or feeling like things are just happening to us. Some people stop at nothing. If you're searching for something, lay down the law, shout out for more, break out and shout, day in, day out, break out. It's taking charge of your life, right? Being persistent in the pursuit, being clear with other people about what is supportive for you in that pursuit, asking for the things that you're desiring, right? Closed mouths don't get fed. And it's a constant pursuit every day, right? Some days rest, right? Some days are for chilling, some days are for recuperating and processing, some moments are for processing. We know the process is not linear, so sometimes it may look like regression. It may look like we've gotten off course, but that seems natural. That seems common in the long run of things. So I highly recommend giving it a listen. It's just a very uplifting song. And I think having that little bit of background about understanding what was transpiring for the artists as they were creating it, and then even their story about them coming together, and then also this idea that the song was seen as this isn't gonna do well, and to this day, right, I hear this song. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I will see you tomorrow. Much love, and we're on to day 15.